Welcome to the PokeOpinion. I'm Thatch, and on today's show, we start building out a Pokemon region of our own. Specifically, we're focusing this week on gym leaders. What NPCs in the Pokemon world aren't too busy and are qualified to come over and serve in that position? It's a really fun conversation that spans all of the Pokemon games, and we talk about a lot of deep cuts. We can't wait to see what you think of our suggestions and what yours might be. So before we begin, though, I just want to make sure that to ask that you subscribe, rate whatever you can, wherever this episode is getting to you. It helps us out, and we appreciate it so we can make a better product for you guys at the end of the day. So buckle up, and let's get into the episode.
And now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only, Puclpodcast.
Puckle! It's Puckle! Puckle! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah! Puckle! Puckle.
Welcome to another episode of the PokeOpinion. I am your host, Trainer Thatch, here today with my wonderful co-host. We've got the one and only Seth Vilo.
It's a me, Seth Vilo. Yeppers.
And we've got the most exciting Clod9.
It's a me, Clod9.
I don't know.
We're really coming in.
We're really,
I was trying to copy Seth and didn't. Okay, it's fine.
We're really just
We're
like
here.
Appropriating all of the culture right now. It's fine.
It's a my own culture.
If you do the accent bad enough, is it different? But welcome to the PokeOpinion, the show where we talk Pokemon, everything from the trading card game to the video game. Puckle, of course, stands for the Pokemon Underground Champions League, a nonsensical name we came up with in 2007, where we, like I said, I did the thing backwards, but yeah, you know what I said. And yeah, welcome. It's a good time. We're having a good time.
Man, we record at a slightly different time and then we lose all of our internal momentum.
I know. Whenever like, to be fair, it's gotten to the point where like we have like 2-ish recording times now. So like I'm getting better on the other one. But yeah, you know, whenever I do it just like a little bit earlier or a little bit later, I always get a little thrown off. Daylight savings time also gets me.
It's my fault, y'all. I asked for a different time because I want to go look at rocks.
Actually,
yes, rocks are cool.
I don't blame you. My plan, because we're recording earlier today, is that I'm gonna go. My wife and I did this thing. I think I've told you guys about it. We did like a date day. Where what we did is we found a bunch of like tabletop gaming stores in Columbus, and we just mapped them all out, and we drove to like 12 tabletop gaming stores in Columbus, and like browse their wares as it were.
Browse their wares.
Browse
How whale browsing? Aren't you fancy?
So we did that. So because of our locale in the Ohio region, we can also do such things in Cincinnati. Also, Ohio is like a weird state in that there's no like center population, if that makes sense. Like there's no like a lot of states in the US, like it's one city has all the people. Yeah. And Ohio doesn't have that.
Interesting. Okay.
Columbus definitely has the most people, but like Cleveland and Cincinnati are very much just like also comparable.
Okay, so there's no like epicenter really.
Yeah,
Ohio.
Columbus is for convenience.
Yeah.
Because it literally is in the center of the state.
Yeah, fair enough. A lot of them tend to be.
Yeah.
Barring geographical nonsense.
You would never have guessed that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know. So like that's where that's how it works. So we're going to go do some game stores in Cincinnati today. So I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it next week probably if I find anything good.
Ooh.
I don't know if I will.
I hope you find something that makes your heart happy.
I hope so too. Maybe some cards to finish. I need like 3 Blaziken EXs. Okay, that's all I need.
Good luck.
Blaziken EX is not that good.
I know.
It's fun though.
It's fun. It's fun, Claude.
And
Yeah,
you'd be
it's talking to the
surprised. Just
guy
ask
who-
Shamu.
It is fun. It's like
He cooked with that.
Yeah, there's a deck for those of you at home in the new rotation. It's not a good deck, but it's a fun deck. Where you play Blaziken EX and Greninja EX, the fighting type one.
Oh,
Tatsugiri?
yeah.
And I think you play like one Tatsugiri and then some Enzo O'Rourke. I think you play 2 Enzo O'Rourke just for the draw.
Something like that.
I think.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really fun deck. It's just a good time.
Yeah,
So-
it's pretty funny.
So speaking of which, I went to my locals this past week with Sinistra.
Oh, how'd that go, by the way?
yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember we were talking about this last time you were on.
Yeah. So I ended up going 3-1, losing in the finals of my locals to Monkey Dory, Frostlass, Dragapult.
Oh,
That would do it.
yeah,
The
that would
like
do it.
worst possible matchup that I could have run into.
Mhm.
Because, Monkey Dory versus a 30 HP Sinistra is not fun.
No.
Mhm. Mm-mm.
But
No, it's
outside of
not.
that, it's like, oh, cool. I was able to like trounce Dragapult once completely.
Yeah.
Regular Frostlass Monkey Dory, I was able to just outpace. I got like a turn 1 donk with Iron Leaves. Because they
Wow.
left.
I would love to see
They
the list now. I would love to see the list for like
Forgot
this
about Iron
rotation
Leaves in that.
because I've got most of
Yeah.
that deck built right now.
I mean, if
yeah.
you have a stack of grass energies, you have most of that deck built.
You have if
Yep.
you
What does
have
it play?
if
Like
you have,
18?
17, I'm actually. I cut down to
17?
17, and I don't know if that was the
Man.
right choice or not, but
I know when I was running it, I was running like 19 grass energy. That deck
19
is
is
so
still
ridiculous.
normally, but I wanted some other tech stuff in there that I
Yeah.
liked,
Yeah.
and it made me feel better to have that.
Yeah, I definitely get that. We talk about TCG all the time. I want to get back into competitive so bad. I'm really waiting for champions before
Yeah.
I do it. I'm really waiting. Like
That's
because
fair.
I think it would be
Yeah.
good. Like I think you could play on Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet. I might actually do that once the Switch 2 comes out. I might start playing it again.
Mhm.
Just because of the free update and it might not run like poop.
Yay, no poop.
I still
Yeah.
need to get a Switch 2 pre-order somewhere. I haven't
Man,
been able to
I'm so
find one
sorry.
yet.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
good luck.
struggle. It's a struggle. The emails are going
Yeah.
out. The
Yeah,
emails
Are they?
are
I didn't
going
get-
out. Yeah.
I haven't
they
gotten
are.
one.
My buddy and friend of the show, Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Hello.
Is
Bingo card check.
He did get one.
Wow.
He got one.
Okay.
He had already pre-ordered it somewhere else by the time he got it. So
Oh.
he was pretty much like shopping it to our friend group, like, hey, does anybody want this one?
Okay.
Because he's like, I'll just pre-order this one too, and then I'll get 2, and then we'll.
Does
you
it just
pay
come
me
from
back.
Nintendo?
Yeah, that's what I'm. If I get one from Nintendo, I might, because I didn't get the Mario Kart, and I wanted the Mario Kart with the bundle to save the $30. But I'm also
Yeah.
like, I don't.
Man,
I don't
I
have
went
nothing.
off the deep end when I got mine. Because I got mine the day of the pre-order launch. But it was only because I like found some sneaky SKUs at Best Buy that nobody knew about when it like launched. And so like I would say that like I kind of got lassoed into some extra stuff, but I don't feel bad about it, honestly.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting like the Mario Kart bundle, but the only reason I was able to get it so easily was because it was a separate SKU from the actual Mario Kart bundle, because it was a Mario Kart bundle with the with Donkey Kong as well.
Ah, okay.
So like they bundled the game in with the system. I assume it's like an anti-scalping measure, which makes sense to me. Because like if you're just going to try to scalp the console, you're not going to like try to buy games to go along with it, especially if you don't understand the demand for those games.
Mhm.
So I do appreciate when people like when the companies do that, like they're trying, that means, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up like grabbing one of those because nobody ended up waiting in line for like the Donkey Kong bundle or something.
That's fair.
And so I was like, cool,
Lucky.
I own this now. I guess I will play Donkey Kong and I will see if I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it looks like I might. It does have like very like Super Mario Odyssey like vibes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Lucky you. Yeah, I need to still
Oh, I got see. I
People
worked too hard for it. I had like a battle station up. Well, at least Seth has been to my house recently enough to like know that I'm like running like a bajillion monitors.
Yeah.
And so I was literally in my office at like midnight, 12:30 that night.
Oh my god.
With I had like five like browsers open, just like waiting in line at different websites. It was
I was so tired that day.
It was a wild
I tried
time.
that night. It didn't work. If I had waited longer for Best Buy, I would have gotten it because I didn't wait the half an hour that I should have.
Yeah, it was a time. It was certainly a time.
I got it through GameStop, and that's all that really matters.
Oh,
and
that's good. Yeah.
So at least I have one. It's not the one I wanted, but I never got the email from Nintendo, which bothered me. So.
Well, they're still rolling out. Like, so Ryan again. Hi, Ryan.
Yeah.
Got his. I think he's going to be on the show soon. By the way, actually.
Yay!
I think I'm booking him for like the end of May. But when I was talking to, but when he did it, he just got his on Thursday.
Okay,
Thursday
I'll check
night.
all of my.
So they are just like slowly
again.
rolling out. They are just slowly rolling out. He was also like a super fan, so he has like way more hours than anybody else that I know on his Switch. So he
I have a couple
he might have
hundred.
gotten like he had like something like 2,000 or something logged.
Okay.
Wow.
And so I wouldn't be surprised if they are ranking it by the amount of playtime as well.
That's fair.
I should have a lot. I've played a lot of Pokemon over the course of the Switch. Like,
oh yeah, no, I've played a lot. I've played a lot.
Of hours.
I have a lot of hours, so we'll just wait. Just wait. Be patient is my advice.
Yeah.
But in other news, if people haven't realized, we have the PvP for May has started.
Oh yeah, that did start.
So it's
I'm not
X and
participating
Y.
because I just did it on stream.
Yeah. But it's a lot of fun, being able to interact with everybody and chat about all the different fun things.
Yeah, I love Puckle Badge Bonanza. That's what PvP stands for those of you at
I
home.
made the mistake of doing what's it called? Ancestral X, and it is very hard, and I hate the fact that I'm calcing for every random trainer, and it pisses me off a little bit, but that's my fault for doing that.
For those of you at home, if you want to join our Discord server to play in things like Puckle Badge Bonanza, you can come to puclpodcast.com. The number of people that are just like, what is your Discord link all of the time is very high. And I'm putting it at the beginning of the show instead of just at the end of the show.
It's down below.
It is down below. I need to double check
and down there.
I do need to double check the link in the description because something's wrong with like because pucklediscord.com just like directs to our Discord invite link. And I need to take a look because something's wrong with the certificate. And it does flag people when they like click like HTTPS things.
That's not fun.
But no, it's not. But yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about? Anything strong?
I could dive into my recent acquisition of a 40-gallon fish tank, but I will spare all of you Puckle listeners the vortex.
Fish tank.
I think that's a good point to switch gears.
Before I go off on my new special interests.
And on that, we are going to go ahead and kick it on over to our news. So let's cue that epic music. Welcome to the news. In the news, we've got a few things to talk about. First and foremost, the Switch 2 has been confirmed to have all the starters available for your account's icon. Important information.
My account's icon?
Yeah. Wow.
Yay.
Wow.
That's so vital to me.
But does it have Furret? That's what really matters.
And
Because Netflix has Furret.
While we're sunsetting the Switch, does Netflix does have Furret, but
that's my current icon. Yeah.
Netflix. Oh yeah, because of the concierge. Yeah.
But while we're sunsetting the Nintendo Switch, we also got some sales numbers recently. As of March 31st, there are new games around. The big news is Scarlet and Violet surpassed Pokemon Sword and Shield,
which is like the first time that
that's the first time that like a second game on a console ever beat the game, the first game on a console.
The first one. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of wild to think about. Like, I mean, Scarlet and Violet, I think, are significantly better experiences as a game.
I would
than
agree.
Sword and Shield. There are performance issues, obviously, that we all yell and talk about, but
of course, as we should.
And I mean, I think that's honestly part of the reason why Pokemon Legends ZA is taking so long, is because of all of that outcry. So like we did make a change. Like we did change the world we did make the world we want to see.
Someone on Twitter gave their thought on this, and it's like Sword and Shield was all oh my gosh, precision, polish. Sword and Shield was all polish, no passion, and Scarlet Violet was all passion, no polish.
I think that's an okay way to go. I still believe to this, like, maybe it's not exactly, but Sword and Shield was, the way Sword and Shield was designed as a game was designed as a 3DS game. It wasn't designed as a Switch game. It just wasn't designed as that.
And I mean, like in interviews, they mentioned that things like the walking Pokemon in the overworld was kind of a last minute ad after Arceus did so well. So it's like, not
Arceus. It was Let's Go Pikachu.
Let's Go. Thank you. Yeah.
Also, let's not say they did well, but like, I think finally those got knocked out of the top 10 for Switch. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So
that's wild.
Oh my gosh.
I think the lowest one is New Super Mario's U Deluxe. How many of these games on this list are just Wii U games? And the answer is 3. The answer is 3 of them, and that upsets me as an owner of a Wii U. As the owner of a Wii U, it is upsetting. But they've got it just barely surpassed at 26.79 million units. To Sword and Shield's 26.72. And now I should note though, and this probably is helping Scarlet and Violet beat Sword and Shield. By now in the typical Pokemon cycle before this, we would have had another game. That would have made Scarlet and Violet like the new hotness still.
That's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Like typically by the 3-year point, we would have had a new game, which would have been last year. And
I guess with the DLC approach, that kind of changed it.
No, even the DLC. So like with Sword and Shield, like we were still on that cycle where we got the DLC, then we got PLA, and then we got Scarlet and Violet, like year after year. It was a lot, and so this year we've had like an off year, which is good, I think, for the Pokemon franchise. They needed that.
Yeah,
they absolutely needed it. But
I guess I can talk more about Scarlet Violet stuff in general, right?
Yeah, you get to. Yeah, you can. I'll allow it.
Yeah. In Scarlet Violet news, we've got Metagross 7-star raids rerunning this weekend. Apparently, it starts with the shields up, and it did have clear body on it, so you don't go about trying to lower its stats or anything from the beginning. So don't do that.
Yay!
What are people recommending? A max defense unaware Skeledirge can solo it in theory. So there's your recommendation.
The best one is for a Skeledirge, or you could support with a what's the Entei that's not an Entei? Gouging Fire.
A
Gouging Fire or an Arboliva.
Flareon.
Gouging Fire does okay as like support, so you can make that work, and then also Arboliva does pretty good as support as well. So, but Skeledirge, you want Skeledirge.
Yeah. What are other news things? The first major event regulation, Regulation I guess. The event was won by, guess what Pokemon? Oh yeah, Miraidon.
Lunala. Oh, yeah.
Lunala helped, okay?
Lunala was there. Present.
Lunala was there. Lunala
apparently in the
like
top
3
8.
of the top 4.
Yeah, but in 7 of the top 8 was Miraidon.
Well, I'm
because that Pokemon's crazy.
I'm unsurprised by that.
They just banned it in Ubers. Like
Miraidon is very good, especially in doubles. When you can like just get when you set the electric terrain, like I don't know. This is like the antithesis to the argument that like Tapu Koko can't come back with future Paradox Pokemon, and it's just like I'm like, no, we let Miraidon here, so I don't see why we can't just have Tapu Koko.
Yeah.
Just bring Tapu Koko. It'll be fine.
If you're wondering where in the top 8 the team that didn't have Miraidon placed, be disappointed because it was 8th place.
It was 8th place, yes. It was 8th place.
That's the results of there. That was from like Milwaukee. That was the Milwaukee event.
Yeah, the Milwaukee event had that. Oh, still making a good showing. It does. What's crazy to me is that all of the teams that are in like the top 25, I think is what I have on my list here. In the top 25, they all have like of their pairs, it's either Miraidon, Koraidon, or Terrapagos. Like that's one of those three. It is one of those three plus another one.
Seems like a lot of Lunala plus something cores.
There's Lunala, and it looks like Shadow Rider and Ice Rider made an appearance. I don't know if anybody else was like occasional Ho-Oh.
One Zamazenta.
And a Zamazenta. Poor Zamazenta.
Poor Zama.
Getting the shaft. And then Urshifu is still here. Wow, what a beautifully crafted Pokemon.
Blech.
I will stand by. I don't think that like everybody dislikes Urshifu, but I think Urshifu is really cool and very well done. It's just me.
It's very well done. I just hate seeing it.
That's fair. That's fair. What else do we have in the news? Are we on?
Yes.
That's all the Scarlet Violet
Go.
stuff.
We're on Pokemon Go now.
So, Pokemon Go. Rocket Invasion returns May 14th through the 18th, giving Giovanni's Shadow Dialga.
Ooh.
Starting Tuesday afternoon, we get remote raid passes are going to be usable for the Shadow Raids and Max Raid.
Thank you. That's the way it should have been done. Come on, Pokemon Go.
Great. In the TCG news, the Unova set Black Bolt and White Flare have been officially announced. It'll be similar to 151, but all the Pokemon will have illustration rares.
All of them.
All 151.
I can't wait to never see this product.
All 157 black and white Gen 5 Pokemon will have a regular art and alt art.
No, it's 156. It's not 157. It's
56. Pardon me.
It's 56. Wow. Wow. Get your facts straight, Seth.
Are you not even a Pokemon fan?
Are you even a Pokemon fan?
I've been too busy opening Tarkir.
So they have what? A normal rare, a art rare, a Pokeball rare, and a Master Ball rare.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this is if you like look at the Elite Trainer boxes and their contents, the energies that are available in it are all the energy. They're it's the same art from the Gen 5 energies,
which is that's a creative choice. I like that. It's
very cool. I do like that, and I'm very excited to never see them and own them because I will never be able to buy this product because scalpers exist.
But apparently they had a rough job getting from the Pokemon Center website the other day, so we're winning in some ways.
We're doing something. I don't know if it's winning, but we're doing something.
I think it was like Pokemon Center kept turning on and off the CAPTCHA.
Oh yeah,
and so all the bots were just like, what do we do? Like the scene from Bug's Life where the leaf falls. Well, there's a gap in the line. What do we do?
I forgot about that. That
is how that works. I do find it like, I don't know. I do really like it. I think it's very cute. The set in general, like it's a cool idea. I just really wish Pokemon wasn't in such a place where like I wasn't so despondent about ever getting product ever again.
Yeah.
I feel really bad because I do want it. I want to be able to collect some of it.
I would love to open it.
I would love just to open some of it. Like I'd love an Elite Trainer box. I do think it's really cool that they're doing both. They're doing both like black and white. Like this is really weird.
Because
this is
our
how
first
Japan does
experience
it.
with the dual set. Yeah. And honestly, I've kind of been a proponent of Pokemon kind of just copying straight up the Japanese sets. I just hope that someday we get global releases like we have with the video game. That would be nice.
I think they should just do that. I think that we should just have.
We're at that point now.
I think we just have global release, and we should just have every set because then your rotations line up. We don't have this weird thing where like Japan's ahead of us.
Exactly. Yep.
And honestly, I'm kind of just go ahead, Claude.
I want the global release. I'm with you on all this. I'm just here.
Yeah. I'm just like really tired when a new set comes out and Japan gets it for like an extra month or two before us. Everybody freaks out because a card's performing well in Japan.
And it doesn't convert.
And then it comes over here and everybody's freaking out about it, and it just doesn't do anything here.
It's the difference in format, really. That's really the biggest part.
It's not even that, because like if you in my opinion, what we would see is we'd see those decks even doing well at like the locals level.
Yeah.
Right. And we don't see that. And I think there's a difference in like meta, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think you have different players and play styles in those metas, and that's why it matters.
Different regions have different tastes.
Yeah. So I just think that I'm just tired of the discourse of like, oh man, Japan's like tearing it up with this card. It's going to change the game significantly. It's going to be the only deck that ever plays. Like everybody was super hyped about Hop, and all of his stuff.
I was on that train.
Awful.
Yeah, it's all Seth's fault. And
it's my fault.
It was awful. But yeah,
and Hop
I think
good?
there's. Is there something at the end? There's one more thing, right? Or,
is there?
I have another link. I had another link. I don't know why I had it open.
Guess who didn't win Milwaukee? To broke the trend.
Yeah, Raging Bolt did. Like,
Raging Bolt broke the trend.
Best deck.
Gardevoir, though, it won the last 2 regionals or events before that, or 3.
Raging
and everyone
Bolt
was like,
really
oh my
good,
god.
Though. Raging Bolt is really good, though.
It's strong.
Like, I see a lot of people playing it. At like locals and stuff.
I don't like it.
And I don't know. I think it's just easy to pilot. It feels like the new Chien Pao.
Yeah,
right?
it does. But good.
It's the new Chien Pao. It's like better Chien Pao. And I see a lot of people playing. Oh man, this Joltik Pikachu did really well though.
Yep.
I want to play this deck. Forget every other deck. I'm just gonna play Joltik Pikachu.
Oh boy,
why not?
Not again.
No, there's no why not in it.
No, yeah, why not doesn't have a card. When was the last time why not had a card? We gotta figure this out now. When was the last time why not?
We'll be right back.
I'm pulling this up right now. We're gonna find out when the last time why not had a card was.
Unified Minds.
That's not that long ago, actually.
Yeah.
That is surprisingly more recent than I would have anticipated.
It's had 5 cards ever.
That does sound right. I found out there's like a ton of Pokemon that have like there's a significant number of Pokemon, like even Gen 2 Pokemon that only have like 14 cards.
Wow. A lot of the babies.
Not even
a lot
like
of the
Mantine has like very few cards.
Yep. And it has one of the rarest cards of all time, is Mantine.
Yeah, I saw that short as well.
Yeah, okay, you know what I'm talking about. Great.
I saw that short. Our feet are the same.
Oh wow, Mantine has a lot. What are you talking about?
He has like 14. Yeah,
13, 14 if you count Claire's.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's what we are counting, is Claire's.
That's what we are counting, Claire's, which has like 8 cards or something in existence.
Bonsly has had 2.
Dude, I feel so bad. So Why Not did have a card in Unified Minds. And once during your turn before you attack, flip a coin. If heads, choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles into their deck. If you use this ability, your turn ends.
Yay.
What a ridiculous card. Nobody would ever play that. And then before that, it was Diamond and Pearl. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm just sad that the Terra box that I've been playing doesn't do as well as I want it to.
Yeah. Just you wait until the Rocket set comes out and you'd have no abilities.
Yeah, right.
Really? I don't need abilities. Oh, Noctowl needs abilities, I guess.
Yeah, it literally has one card that has nothing to do with Team Rocket, and it's just like, yeah, normal types can't do anything.
Quick, we're off on a crazy tangent. Talking about TCG.
We are on this TCG tangent. We should stop. You're correct.
Okay.
We do have trivia questions to talk about, though. So
I can hear the audience yelling at their radio.
They're just yelling in anger at us.
Shut up! Shut up!
But yeah, well, we're gonna kick it on over to our not TCG filled segment of PokeOp's Poke Quiz. So we're gonna quiz your co-host on their insane Pokemon knowledge.
PokeOp's Poke Quiz.
Oh hi, and welcome to the Poke Quiz, the part of the show where we quiz our co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. I'm Mark from the Dunsparce gang, here to explain the rules. Our fabulous co-hosts will work as a team to answer 5 Pokemon-themed trivia questions that fans have submitted on the Discord server. Each question is worth 1 point, with Pokedex and multiple answer questions worth more, for a total of 7 points. The host can use a free hint at any time. If they get all the answers correct and do not use the hint, they can cash it in for an 8th point.
Welcome to Puckle's Poke Quiz. We're going to jump right on into it. As a reminder to everybody, if you have questions that you think you can stump these co-hosts with, you should send those in to puclediscord.com. There's a trivia submissions channel. We really appreciate it. And you can probably stump the co-hosts.
I bet they can't.
Well, they can, and they're very successful at it, actually. I just
They'll
don't ask
never
those shows.
stump us.
I never ask those questions on the show because it doesn't make for good content. They do go on Twitter though, or
I've seen those. Those are great.
Media. I do put like the really hard ones up on social media because I think that is the place for them because people can at least look it up. You know.
What was the last one that I saw? That was this past week's.
I forget. Oh, it was how many tentacles? How many tentacles did Tentacruel have? Like how many was the most it's ever been depicted with?
Interesting.
The answer is 14. But it does
12. Okay.
But there is a Pokedex entry that says it has 80. So do what you will.
Okay.
Do what you will. But yeah, let's jump into it. This week, our first question is going to come to you as a general trivia question, as always, and it's from Smeargle19, and they would like to know, what is the only generation to not introduce a new type of Pokeball?
Oh.
All right, so it's not 1, it's not 2.
It's not 4.
It's not 3.
I don't know
5.
about 3.
So 3, did they have Lure? Was Lure in 2? Was Dusk in 2?
I feel like it might have been. Dusk was in 4. Dusk was introduced in 4. I know that.
Are we sure about that?
Yes. Positive.
Okay, I know it's not 5 because that's Dream Ball.
Yeah. 7 was Beast Ball.
So options are 3 and 6 right now. Dive Ball. Dive Ball was 3.
Dive Ball was 3? Okay, yeah. So 6 sounds pretty solid. When did Cherish Ball? That was 3?
I think that's also 3.
Yeah. Event Pokemon distribution method. What about 8 and 9? Does the Terra Orb count?
I'm going to say the Terra Orb counts.
Okay. That rules out 9.
Yep.
Was there any? So it's 6 and 8, right?
Yeah. 8 had Hisuian Ball. So the Hisuian
Ball. Yeah. So yeah, 6 sounds good.
I think it's 6. I'm trying to think of
that?
like.
Are you going to lock in 6 or?
Yes. YOLO.
It is in fact Generation 6.
Woohoo!
Generation 6 is the answer.
See, I told you they couldn't.
All right, your next trivia question is your general trivia question, as always. It's from P. McGee. He makes his return.
Oh no,
McGee!
What is the only? You'll appreciate this question, Seth. What is the only grass ghost type Pokemon line without a signature move?
Ooh, okay. Not Sinistra, not the tree, not the pumpkin, not the anchor, not the owl.
Which one's the owl? There's an owl?
Hello, the starter, Decidueye.
Oh,
Spirit Shackle.
Okay. My gosh. I forgot that it was a ghost grass type for a second.
Is it Tumbleweed?
I think it might be the Tumbleweed.
Are we going?
I don't think it has a signature. It has a signature ability, but I don't think it has a signature move. I'm trying to think of others. Like, there's no others that I could think of.
I think that's all the grass ghost types there are. I think we named all 6
Decidueye, Trevenant, Pulchi.
Tree, pumpkin, owl, tea, anchor, weed.
Yeah. Is there any others? Real quick run through of the inventory in my brain of what is arguably my favorite Pokemon typing.
I know, that's why it's a good question.
Yeah, I keep saying that my favorite Pokemon type is grass, but then when people ask, like, oh, list some of your favorites, I keep saying ghosts. So, I don't know.
My favorite grass type is Sableye.
Yeah. Or maybe Rotom. That's my license plate number. Like...
All right, so...
Your license plate number is Rotom?
Yeah, he got the vanity plate.
I got the vanity plate, and I've got
it's an EV, right? Like it's an EV car.
It's a hybrid. It's partially electric, and I've got the big Rotom eyes sticker on my dashboard.
Yes,
that's great.
But yeah, my license plate number is Rotom.
Right, let's go with the Tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Bramblin and Bramblegast?
Bramblegast. Yeah.
That is correct. It is Bramblin and Bramblegast. That is correct. 2 for 2. Your next question is your Pokedex entry question, as always. Your first entry this week is going to come from, well, both entries, and the first entry is coming from Roll Fizzle Beef. I don't know if people are just changing their name or they know that I pick questions based on the funny names.
Based on name.
And they do this to me. But Roll Fizzle Beef. This first entry is from Pokemon Sun. And it says, it boasts superb physical strength. Those who wish to become its trainer have no choice but to converse with their fist. Also, trainer becomes a proper noun in the Pokedex, I learned typing this up.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, it is capitalized.
Huh. All right. Okay, so
Can you repeat it one more time? I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right.
It boasts superb physical strength. Those who wish to become its trainer have no choice but to converse with their fists.
So you have to punch this Pokemon to get it to obey you.
Yes.
That sounds like which fighting type do you think it could be?
Which fighting type is it? Yeah, it feels kind of Primeape, maybe? That talks about how angry it gets, not really its strength.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Hitmonchan because that talks about how fast.
I'm just gonna do this because it's a fun fact that I feel like shouldn't be skipped. But in Pokemon Sun and Moon, they literally have the entries for Primeape. They talk about how it punches so hard that it dies. Like,
yeah,
that lead to a
spoiler.
But yes,
where was the Pokedex entry from?
Pokemon Sun.
Sun. Okay.
Okay, dang it. There was my Clobopus answer.
Yeah.
I want to say Pangoro.
Pangoro?
Or it's Pangoro. I'm gonna throw it a guess. I don't know.
Beware talks about how it doesn't like to be touched.
Yeah,
are you gonna do Pangoro? Yeah. We'll move on to the next one. Let's lock Pangoro. We're gonna get to the second one. You can stick with your answer or change it.
Okay.
This next entry is from Pokemon Shield. And it says, using its leaf, it can predict the moves of its opponents. It strikes with punches that can turn a dump truck into scrap with just one hit.
Yeah, that sounds like Pangoro.
Wait, was it actually right?
Using its leaf, it can predict the moves of its opponents. It strikes with punches that can turn a dump truck into scrap with just one hit.
Pangoro's always got that leaf in its mouth, like a toothpick.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm actually really happy with myself for guessing that. If that's
I'm
good. You keeping Pangoro in?
I think we lock it.
Wait. It did say
Watch
leaf,
it be Chikorita.
I think it's Chikorita. Was what exactly about to say.
Chikorita punches so hard it can turn a dump truck into a scrap. Like what? No. Okay, so you're going with Pangoro. Pangoro's correct.
Yay!
Yay! Pangoro's
Good job,
correct.
Clod. I would not have gotten there.
I'm so proud of myself for getting that right. Like,
yeah,
I was convinced. Like,
using its leaf.
You guys are.
What fighting types are known for punching? I'm like, going through the list. I'm like, Pangoro's
what fighting types are known for punching? My brother.
Hey.
That doesn't.
Have I got news for you?
Well, he's just like Hitmonlee's out, I guess. You know,
Beware likes to hug more than he likes to punch. Clavipose was my real answer, but the wrong gen.
All right, so you guys are 4 for 3. This next question is your multiple answer question, as always. There are, I believe, if I'm not incorrect, 3 correct answers to this next question. But because you guys are doing so well, I think I don't actually give you all 3 points. When I usually do this. You got. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but like points. I'm very nice. You can still get 8 points.
I'm here to assert my dominance, and
you can get up to 2 points on this question, Claude.
Yay!
Okay.
And all I need are 2 answers because I think they're really hard.
Okay. And
so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give you this question. This is the one that's going to stump you. This is from, I put a question mark at the end of their name. I'm so sorry. Efren99 on the Discord server.
But can you say it with a question?
Efren99?
Upward intonation.
What are the 3 status moves that will make the user like the player less, reduce happiness for every time they use it at the end of battle?
Whoa. Okay. 3 status moves that make
I only
the
need 2.
Pokemon...
If you give me 2, that's 2 points. We're done. But
Is
yes,
it not just... I think Explosion and Self-Destruct are 2 of them.
these are status moves.
Status.
Moves.
You're right. Thank you.
I'm gonna
Okay.
give you that hint.
Status moves.
Well, it's not a hint.
gosh.
It's me reading the
How
question.
weird.
So would my because of that, my mind goes to like Memento, maybe?
Memento, Healing Wish, Fillet Away, maybe?
What's it called? Lunar Dance? I'm just a guess. I have no idea.
You guys do have the
Lunar-
hints, obviously. You do have the hint, obviously, and everything. But yes,
We don't need no stinking hint.
Yeah. What's a hint?
but
many
yeah,
strikes?
you get 3 strikes. You get 3 strikes as always.
I feel like of those options we listed, Memento's the most likely, and that might point us down a path.
I think we should at least it's either that or
Are you gonna lock in Memento?
Let's go there. Let's start with Memento.
Yeah.
Memento is correct. That is one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
There are 2 more. I only need 1 more for you to get all the points.
I don't think it's Healing Wish, because that's kind of happy sounding.
Fair.
Happy
Memento
sounding.
sounds Memento sounds mean. Healing Wish is like, I wish for my ally to raise.
Raise
But-
the dead.
Rise.
Healing Wish is just
Um,
Pokemon's Necromancer.
Exactly. Memento is like, I hate you so much, I want to faint. Also, your attack's lower.
I need an answer.
Yeah.
Give me one.
What was
Lock
the other one
something
that we
in.
said?
The self-fainting things. Healing. You said Healing Wish, Lunar Dance.
I need
Oh
one.
gosh.
Something
Lock
like
something
Fillet
in.
Away was one.
Lock something in, guys.
Fillet Away sounds horrible.
Let's
Right.
do Fillet Away until we can think of a better option.
Yeah.
Fillet Away is incorrect.
Oh, rubbish.
Oh, trubbish. Yeah.
Yeah, rubbish. I don't know. That fish is really happy to slice its own body apart, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
man,
least
I'll
it's
do
like-
it.
It's at least
I'll
like
do it.
neutral on it. It's at least neutral about it.
Yeah. It wouldn't be Shell Smash. No.
No, I think it's got to be one of these like
The self KOs.
yeah.
I need an answer.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Do we just go Healing Wish? Like,
I have no idea.
I want to heal my Pokemon. Clearly, you like them better than
I
me.
need an answer
guess.
here, guys.
Healing Wish, lock in. YOLO.
Healing Wish is correct. Yay. You got
Okay.
2. The third one that you didn't get was Lunar Dance.
Well, no
Hey,
kidding. It
I
was with
told- okay,
self KOs.
You
Okay.
literally like initially just listed all 3 of them right away and then didn't
Then we
lock in
doubted.
any of them. Didn't lock in any of them.
I was picking that up when you were like, I need an answer.
Okay.
Just say what's on your mind, please.
Yes. So you guys
it's more than like the Pokemon like when they faint or like with poison or something like that. And I was thinking like self-poisoning that could somehow cause it, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. We got him.
This is I mean you guys are I believe now 6 for 4. So now you're on to your base stat question as always. Your base stat question this week is from Gigasaurus Games.
Good.
He would like to know which Pokemon with the ability Water Absorb has the highest base defense.
with water absorb?
With Water Absorb.
Water Absorb specifically.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what are the water absorb Pokemon.
I know, right? Now I'm blanking on that.
You do have the hint.
Yeah, but if I don't have to.
But if I don't
So,
have
It's a
to.
matter of pride.
So the water absorb, let me think. They have Poliwrath,
Yeah, the
Lapras,
polys.
Vaporeon, Politoed,
Oh,
Quagsire, Clodsire, Mantine, Maractus, Jellicent, Volcanion.
it's Volcanion.
Ogre Boy. And then
It's
there's also
Volcanion.
there's a couple of I think there's like Lantern and Cacturn also have it as well.
Volcanion's got like
Do you
a
have an answer?
weirdly high defense stat. It's like 110, 120.
Okay.
What are we going with?
I'm pretty sure it's
I'm probably
Volcanion.
guessing.
The other ones are defensive Pokemon, but they're defensive because their HP stat is high. Things like Jellicent and things like that. I'm almost sure it's Volcanion because that thing's. I remember specifically, it's got a really weirdly high defense stat.
I will trust you on this because I cannot think of any others, and I'm probably missing some.
Mm-hmm.
What is unless the Ogerpon has water?
No.
Form. Is that a fire? Nope. Okay.
No, that's offensive specifically. Its defense stat might be like 80, maybe.
Then I'm willing to trust you on this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Volcanion's is like 115.
The Dracos. Dracovish, Dracozolt, don't they have
I
water
need an
absorb?
answer here, guys.
They're all
right.
they're all
Alright,
they're
then
all
go
fragile.
Volcanion, if you trust it. I
Yeah,
trust you.
I'm pretty sure. Volcanion, lock in.
Volcanion is correct. It is Volcanion with a base 120 defense.
Yeah.
Arctovish and
Weirdly
Dracovish
high.
are in second place at 100. Poliwrath is in fourth with 95, and Araquanid makes the last place or fifth place with
Araquanid,
92.
Totally forgot about that.
So, but you guys did pretty well. You got to
Perfect score, baby.
you got the perfect
Sorta.
score, I guess.
Well, yeah, technically we did. We got the answer right with the
It's not
Pokedex.
technically, yeah, you got it right. You got it right. You guys did get a perfect score.
Yeah.
So let me grab my thing so I can give you guys your points. That's 8
Virtual
points.
high five, Claude.
That does actually probably change the leaderboard. Actually, no. Claude just expands his lead. And I guess Seth, you take a higher place in the top 4.
Yeah.
I'm just prepping to go on like a hiatus for like the site, like from,
Yeah,
like,
when you go
September
when you
onward.
have like when you have your show that
Again.
you're on, yeah.
When I get to my next show, it's like, oh, I'm out for these 2 months, and yeah.
That's when I'll overtake you. I'll catch up. I'm
well,
biding my
Great,
time.
I stay in the top four.
Currently in first place we have Clod9 with 51. We have Seth Vilo with 46 in second. We have
that's pretty good.
We have R Sigma in third with 42. In fourth, we have Jushiro with 38. In fifth, we have Shark Finnegan with 32. In sixth, Sublime with 30. In seventh, Whimsicott with 28. In eighth, Linian with 23. And in ninth, Bo with 18. But yeah, it's whoever's in the top 4 at the end of November gets to go and duke it out for a $25 gift card to, I don't know, Smoky Bones. Are those still a thing? They still have those Smoky Bones?
What's a smoky?
I don't know.
Smoky
Perfect.
Moe's, maybe.
Perfect. Yeah, this is the perfect
For
gift
Spaghetti
card
Warehouse.
for you all to fight for. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kick it on over to our topic right after this. Welcome to our topic. Our topic today is something a little bit different, and it sounds a lot of fun. I'm gonna let Claude kick it off though, because he came up with the idea, and I really want him to describe it better than I can.
And by doing that, I stole this from someone I saw on YouTube. I think, or I saw a short. Like, I saw a short on YouTube, like, oh, this looks cool, and then decided just to expand off of that. Basically, what we're gonna do today is create our own, Puckle region or Legends Puckle or whatever we want to call it. Premise is imagine we have discovered a brand new region, not a new generation, just a new region. Let's say any and all the Pokemon can be there, but it's just a normal region of just normal humans, and we're like, oh, we want to bring over Pokemon and get them into this region, like more training, get battling going. And we're going to need to, set up a whole brand new roster of gym leaders, Elite Four, Champion, Professor, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But all the gym leaders that we know of are already busy. They have their own jobs. So we would need to bring over other NPCs from other games to come play these type of roles for us.
Yeah.
And in doing so, who would we pick? My example that I've been using is Wally. Wally, from Generation 3, he was your rival or kind of rival like halfway through the thing. But I feel like he would make a great insert gym leader, potential champion, Elite Four. He would be great in this type of system because he doesn't have a job already. He,
Yeah, he's not
is
doing
his own
anything.
character. So that's the type of thing, and so like we could throw him in there. He's just my example of a character.
I like that example a lot, and I kind of want to put him in our little gym leader pantheon to start. Because today I only want to cover the gym leaders because I know we will talk forever if we try to do the whole region. And honestly, I want to hear the fans' ideas. Like, what are your ideas for each of these categories? Because we're gonna do more than just this. We're probably gonna flesh out the Elite Four again next time. Next time we talk about this and stuff like that.
And I think we're gonna need to bring over a new Pokemon professor.
Exactly.
And get like new starters.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically like. Are we just basically building the PUCL region? Is that what we're doing
yes,
here?
we're making PUCL. It's essentially a Pokemon Legends PUCL version.
Pokemon Legends PUCL.
Pokemon Legends PUCL.
So
that is what we're making.
Expand it as we don't need to just use the characters from the game. Like if there's a character from the anime or you know a side game, feel free to bring them in.
I already have two. I already have two people I'd love to talk about, and this is kind of good. I feel like we should kind of do this as like almost like our top 5, bottom 5 episodes.
I love that.
We kind of do a nomination and we see how we feel. I have a couple of deep cuts, minor deep cuts, but for somebody that I think would be interesting and like a real deep cut to bring back because it's for like the real fans of Gen 3. Because not everybody probably remembers this. There's a whole anime episode on these characters. But it would be really cool. If you remember in Hoenn, just north of Mauville City, there's a house and there's a family there that's like waiting for their son to come back. The Winstraight family.
Where I was going.
The Winstraight family. They all battle you in succession, like one after the other. There's like 4 of them. And then I think later on you do see the son like in a battle somewhere else in the region.
That's really good.
And so I'm not thinking like the Winstraight family themselves. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull it up.
I want to try and find it.
I do want like the Winstraight family son.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I'm trying to find him.
Yeah.
Vito.
Vito. What's his name?
I think it's Vito, and you place him in Victory Road.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's in Victory Road. So I really just want to. I turned it off. I really do want to see like the Winstraight family or like at least the son, right? Like I think 100%. The son would be perfect to put Vito Vito. And he was on Victory Road. His team on Victory Road was Swellow, Kadabra, Manectric, and Shiftry. I'm sure we could edit this to something else, you know. Maybe we make him he can down select or something, but I think he would be a good character. I think he would be a good character.
That's really good.
I agree. And I'm putting the group of all the characters in chat if you guys want to just look at a bunch of characters.
I just think that would be a really good one
as well.
I think I just want deep cuts. Like we need deep cuts.
I was picturing they're a gym family.
Yeah.
And all the NPCs in the gym are the family.
Like all the leader, all the trainers that you battle before you get to Vito are just his family.
We've moved to this region when you called us.
We moved to the PUCL region.
I may be 120 years old, but I'm not one to say no to an opportunity.
Exactly.
So imagine, but like that's the gimmick for that gym, though.
Imagine that's good.
Isn't that a good one? That's a good deep cut.
Maybe put it like a later gym too, and the entire thing is you have to fight all 5 characters back to back, no breaks,
succession.
No healing, in succession.
Yeah. Yes.
Or maybe like a break in between. Do it like
beautiful.
Elite Four style, where when you leave the building, it resets and you have to start again. But like there's maybe a break between each one or something.
This is beautiful.
I like the idea where it's, or better yet, it's the first one only has 1 Pokemon, then it has 2, then 3, then 4, and the gym leader has 5. Like
that's good.
This is perfect. This is it. We did it. How did we top perfection? How do we top perfection?
We made the perfect gym.
I like the idea though that like you are.
And that was our topic.
Yeah,
that's our topic, guys.
Yeah, I like it. If you leave, you have to restart. But inside, like the gym, you get 1 heal.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like you have it's imagine like
it's like almost like a frontier facility. It's almost like it sounds almost like a battle frontier facility.
But like
I'm into it.
that's
I
the
love
type
it.
of thing we're trying to put together. And I think that's a great start for it. I like
Mhm.
that
We
as
need the
like a
perfect
Gym
gym.
6, Gym 7 type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have a team.
Well, because Wally's at the end, right? So
Well, we don't know where
Wally's the last
Wally could be.
leader.
Wally could be
Wally's
anywhere.
Wally's
Like
at the end.
Wally
at the
could
end.
start but like yes, I can see him at the end as like a psychic type trainer or leader or something like that.
Mhm.
But like, and granted, we don't have to follow types. We just need characters.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
A lot of the
course.
gym things have kind of been migrating away from being type locked too recently. Like there's almost gimmick
kind of.
situations where it could be like, this is the weather gym and this is the trick room gym.
I think
and
that
things like that.
honestly, if Thatch were league commissioner, that would be what I would push for, because I think that's more interesting. I understand having the type gyms, like okay, this is Thatch designing Pokemon Sword and Shield, and making them better games. And what I would do a little bit differently is I would still have like if we maintain the island concept that that Sword and Shield tried to push forward, I would have like that first island. I would remain it the same. Like here's just 3 types of gyms.
Yeah.
But then when we move to the next island, the gyms aren't type based anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They are gimmick based. And you've just got a series of more gimmick based gyms after that.
So
Okay.
to go off of this, granted, the next one that I have who I think would be the perfect champion.
Okay. Well, we don't want a champion. We're on gym leaders. I
know, but I have the perfect champion in my mind, and if people can figure it out in the comments, great for you. If not, I'm just gonna put it in chat so we don't forget it.
It'll be bookmarked.
Okay. Who do you guys want? Who do you think would be a good gym leader though? Like,
who do I think would be a good gym leader? I'm kind of the first thing I go to when I'm thinking of this. I'll just take the floor here. Is
Go for it.
like you mentioned Wally, and that kind of got me down the path of just like, okay, what rivals are probably not really doing anything at the moment and could like need a side hustle or something like that. And I thought of Arven at first. Then I thought of Arven's absent parent, not the one that was killed by Koraidon and Miraidon. But like we tracked down the other one that left.
The problem I have with that, it's not that I think it's a bad idea. The problem I have with that,
how dare you?
is just that I think it's just rather inferred that the other parent's just the other professor. It's pretty inferred.
So like
right?
it's a version gym. It's a version gym leader
okay. I'm
in
into
the
that,
warm
actually.
color one, because in Scarlet the parent is Sada. So in the warm color one for our region, that person would be Turo, but it would be like Steve, and he would be just Turo's model, but has like the glasses with the mustache.
So, my only issue with this is
he's just in disguise.
Disguised Turo, and it's like, hey, why do you have a lab coat? Don't ask.
The only problem with this is they are already professors. They already
That's
have a
fine.
job
Not
as a
necessarily.
professor.
They're kind of professors. The other parent may not have been.
But both characters already technically
Just take the lab coat off.
I don't have a problem with the
I get it.
professor. I don't have a problem with a professor being a gym leader per se, and especially this one if we're thinking of it like this one didn't have a role to play in this version of the game or something like that.
Sure.
Because like one of the things I was thinking about early on before we're just like, oh, we're gonna do professors and stuff like that, was I was really thinking about like the battle you can do with Professor Oak. Like the glitch version, like
a beta or glitch or whatever. Yeah.
Professor Oak battle.
That's kind of what I was going for.
Like I was like I thought about that.
That's not a bad case for like a starting gym, I guess.
I just thought it was very reasonable to think about in that sense, because there was like this whole thing where it's just like it's I don't know. It's like Professor Oak, you could battle him in like this unused trainer data. So being able to battle a professor, I think, is really cool. And honestly, if you think about it, in terms of the lore of Pokemon, Blaine is also technically a professor. In like Pokemon lore, and he's a gym leader. So I think that like
This is my retirement job.
it's not really his retirement job. I
I
think
give
Blaine's
people questions and ask people.
I think Blaine's mostly
trivia.
doing it because he's like what's the word? I think he's just like pretty disgraced and
Yeah, or bored.
well, if you read if we're going manga version of Blaine, it's because he's like really upset that he created Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And he like runs away, essentially.
He Dragon Hearts Mewtwo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Sada and Turo, but they're like Steve and
Sure.
Sally and you just
Yeah.
take the same model but remove the lab coat, and like Sada has a bunch of rock type fossil Pokemon, and Turo
Oh, that'd be
has
really
like
good.
a bunch of water types because it looks like he's got a wetsuit.
Or steel types, like just steel
Or
types.
steel
right?
types.
It should
Like,
be steel
yeah.
types like
Rock
none of the
steel.
future Pokemon were.
Steel type inanimate object Pokemon.
Yeah.
I like the idea that it's like one of them is like the preform of some of the ancients, and one of them is like
Yeah.
the preform of some of the irons. So it's
Randomly has a
Oh, what if
Volcarona.
they're just like the version of the Pokemon that is
like, but they both have Fanfy.
They
can
both have Donphan and
Yeah,
Volcarona
yeah.
on their team.
yeah.
Or no, maybe make it like Larvesta, because like imagine it, I'm picturing them as like an early gym, not
That's
like a
fair,
late
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
One
Okay.
Vesta and Fanpy. This is to rapid spin your rocks away.
Oh, so
little
funny.
things like that I think are good. Yeah,
Clyde, do you have
I'm
a gym
fine with it.
leader?
Like,
Do you have a gym leader?
I have several that I think could fit depending on
No,
where
go.
we want to
Rapid
Yes.
fire this.
Um,
Rapid fire this.
So the first one that comes to my mind, if I'm thinking through like the generations, because that's how I do a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
You have, I think his name is, I think it's Kyo. I'm making a deep cut here.
Kyo?
From Sun and Moon.
He's the black belt from I think it's the black belt from what's it called? That's lost in the cave.
In the cave, who is the gym
in
leader of the
Gold and-
fighting type
Gold and
gym in
Silver.
Gold and Silver.
Oh.
Well, he's lost in the cave and gives you the Tyrogue when you find him.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He is the answer. He is
That's
that
I'm
is
good.
thinking like
that's a good
And you
one.
have a
I
little-
really like
you have
this.
a baby little like Hitmon League there. Or
Hitmon
it-
League?
It's a Hitmon League because you have like all
What's a
three. And you
hit-
get like
Okay, continue.
like Tyrogue,
Yes.
Tyrogue,
Ego.
Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee.
When you beat him, he gives you a
found
Tyrogue
him.
anyway because he wants you to train
Yes.
with him.
Oh, he's in the
I-
anime too.
yeah.
I think it's Kyo. I could be wrong. I don't know if that's exactly him. He is in the anime.
Let
I
me
don't-
wait.
yeah,
What's his
he's-
name?
he's
How do you
found in
spell his
that
name?
order.
How do you spell it?
Kio.
Kiyo. Oh, yep, there
the
he is.
player
I'm
with-
looking
yeah.
right at him.
His karate gym is in Saffron. He used to be
Yes.
the Saffron gym.
Yeah, he was the Saffron gym
Oh.
leader before Sabrina moved in.
That's
Like
so
that's the
funny.
lore. That's the lore of the Saffron gym is that
And I think
Sabrina
Why
moved
he
in
found
and the psychic
Lumiose.
type
and we
beat up.
take him.
Yeah.
I think we take him. And
That's
we
so
make him
fun. That's
our-
good.
No,
give
we
him
do
the,
it. we're-
give him the job
yes.
he wanted.
Yes,
Yeah. I see
Oh,
him as like a
that's-
brawly, like early gym
that's a
leader.
good
just-
one. That's a good one. This is a good
really
one.
Good. Yeah.
Man,
Oh.
man, this is so good. That's a good. I love.
I
I love
love
that
these
we're just doing
incredibly
deep
deep-
cuts,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
like good deep cuts. These have been like really good deep cuts.
Part of me
I-
wanted to say like Ronald from the TCG game, and somehow there's some TCG adjacent gimmick challenge in the beginning.
All right. So hear me out with that.
Yeah,
We can
Oh.
do that, but Ronald runs the game corner.
Ronald runs
Yes!
the game corner.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So we,
Okay,
we,
next
we have
episode.
we have half the gym leaders. We've got Wally, Winstrade family, Sato / Turo, and Kyo, and I think these are all fantastic.
These are wonderful.
These are
You
all
had others though,
fantastic.
Claude, right? You said
Yeah,
you had
Claude's got
several.
more.
I'm just running through the list. Like the real. All right, and this will bring up the next set of them. Is
Oh no.
how do we feel about like the evildoers being good again?
I gotta
fine.
tell you,
It depends on the
I gotta-
evildoer. It depends on the evildoer.
in our PTU campaign that I do with Linian, one of our school teachers is Matt from Team Aqua,
Yes,
and that is such a good feeling,
Matt-
and it's so funny.
Matt from Team Aqua or Courtney from Team Magma. Like one of
Yeah.
those two would be
Alright,
really
so
good.
I'm
Both of them.
I wasn't going.
That's your doubles
that
gym.
far.
What were you thinking? You think it's Rosic or something, or like?
I am trying to find the
Torres
guy
again, running from crime.
My mind went to Mirror B.
Okay, that's perfect. Actually, though.
Oh no!
I think Mirror B is a great answer. I don't have any notes.
So
I think
the reason behind this,
no notes.
The reason why I was
no
thinking
notes.
this is
no notes.
like I'm someone who was kind of your rival, kind of evil,
That's
but was
very good.
part of the evil team. And then it's like, oh, I can see him totally being like, all right, cool. We have a fun disco dance style gym.
This is the guy who looks like Slender Man from XD, right? With the big,
with
an afro.
with the big hair, with the big afro hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Had to make sure I was talking about the same guy.
He's like the only returning character from the evil organization between XD Gale of Darkness and Coliseum.
Oh.
And he's the only returning one. And
let me give you a rundown.
And he just ends up with a full.
team.
It's just 5 Ludicolo.
No. It's 4. The first time you fight him in Coliseum, it's 4 Ludicolos and
the shadow Sudowoodo.
Oh my gosh!
He just ends up with Ludicolos and a shadow Pokemon. That's what he has every time.
And a Dragonite.
In XD, he gets an Electrode. Oh no, it's a shadow Pokemon. It's
how silly.
Pokemon and Ludicolos.
He literally only has a shadow Pokemon and Ludicolos. Like every time you see him.
So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at his teams. There's one time he has a jump bluff.
Yeah, he does get a jump bluff for half a second. But yeah,
but the final time you fight him, it is 5 Ludicolos and a Dragonite.
And a Shadow Dragonite, yeah.
How funny.
Yeah. And I think it would be one of those things where it's either, all right, cool. Either he is a gym leader or he is running the trick house.
No, he's a gym leader. He's a gym leader. He needs to get a gym. He needs his moment of redemption.
And I can see some weird gimmick for the gym where it's basically like a Dance Revolution style.
It's like doubles and he's got Oricorios and everything uses dance moves and Dancer goes off.
Moves. Exactly. It's entirely doubles. I mean, you have him have his signature Ludicolo.
He has quotes.
Oricorios. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have not seen a quote. I have not seen a quote chain, quote section on Builiding in so long.
He has his own main article for quotes.
Yeah, this is insane.
Wow. Okay, so we're at 5 now.
With the tempo. Oh no! What? Oh no! Yeah.
Yeah.
That is that. So
I want you. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it.
What?
Yep. That is it.
Wow. Mirror B. Yeah, that's a good answer. We're at 5.
Mirror B.
We're at 5.
All right. I'll let someone else go for a little bit before I chime in.
Before you hit us again.
Before you hit.
Do you have another one, Thatch? I don't have one off the top of my head. I
did,
right
and I forgot it. I should have written it down. Oh wait, good one. Not as deep of a cut, but a good one. You seen? He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything.
The Crystal Suicune Hunter.
Yeah, he's not doing anything. He's not busy.
He's unemployed.
He's got availability.
He has a Vaporeon.
He has a Vaporeon and
Electrode and a Hypno.
And a Drowsy and a Haunter for reasons, I guess.
It's so he can mean look the Suicune, buddy.
I just feel like Yusin's such an underutilized character.
Agreed.
And he just doesn't there's nothing about him, but I'm like they designed him. So
I've been told there's another Suicune in this area.
Let's
hit him
do
with the
something.
walking wake and he just freaks.
Let's just do something about this.
Let's just
what did you do to it?
Maybe not Suicune. I think
no, but
the best part about Yusun is that he doesn't get it. I think the best part is that he doesn't catch it.
I think he got it. I think he found a walking wake.
Walking wake. I want him to be like, I caught a Suicune, and he throws out a walking wake.
It looks a little funny.
I didn't realize it would look like this.
What's the guy from the anime from 2000? That one, that crazy man who caught all the birds to trigger Lugia.
Oh my gosh, the guy from the movie.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, the weird collector dude.
What's his name?
I think they just call him the collector.
Lawrence the Third.
Lawrence the Third. That's it. Yes.
he gives Zoids to me, and I want to see him with a team.
Yes. I actually agree
now here's
very
the thing
much.
about that. Is he a gym leader?
Ooh,
Lawrence
he
the
more
third.
a-
He's the evil team. He's the evil team. He's
But
moved
he is
on.
the evil team.
He's still the evil team. Like
I love it.
I think Lawrence the third. He had like a moment of reflection, but I'm not sure that it was.
exactly.
I'm not.
Like,
I'm not
I
sure.
think it's very, very possible. Like I love the cut to him, but I'm not sure
Yes.
if he fits gym leader for us. I think he'd be either Elite Four or he's the evil team trying to wreak havoc on the region.
I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
write down Usain as well, just so I don't forget. But but Lawrence the third. I think we come back to the conversation for what is the evil team doing in our region, because we decided we're also gonna have some chaos.
Yeah.
Of course.
Redemption arc for some of these villains.
Yes, redemption.
Let me see.
Oh my!
What's
it's
another
just
one?
the evil team is just a hodgepodge of former villains that like were like not done justice.
I will admit that I am a big fan of the movie Arceus and the Jewel of Life.
I have not watched that one in detail. Go on.
I thoroughly enjoy that movie, and I want to give the primary antagonist, who's like worm tongue whispering in the ear of the king, to no, we should keep the Jewel of Life. We shouldn't
What is
give it
that
back when we're
person's name?
supposed to.
What is
His
that
name is
person's-
Marcus.
Marcus. Okay.
He's-
okay. Oh, wow.
he's-
Wow. Okay. Continue.
I think we can do
Wow.
a reverse. Oh my gosh. Legends Arceus, the train guy. What is his name?
Ingo.
A reverse Ingo, where accidentally this guy got pulled from the past and the
into
movie
future.
universe. He has a Heatran in the
Yeah, he
in the-
does.
And a
movie
Bronzong.
and a Bronzong. So he's
He's a-
our steal.
Yeah.
Because get it? He wanted to steal the Jewel of Life.
Marcus from the Jewel of Life. What?
Marcus from the Jewel
what,
of Life.
What a cut.
You're right.
Okay.
I'm here for this.
And he's like, I think that's a fun one.
He's
and
a little
like,
confused,
yes.
but he doesn't remember being evil. It's just like in the back
Right?
of his head every once in a while. He has intrusive thoughts.
And he just likes gemstones for
Yeah.
some reason.
He just has intrusive thoughts, but he's an okay
I
guy.
feel a need to keep this.
He's got a Sableye, you know.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
randomly a Diancie.
Okay. I had one, and I'm trying to remember it.
We do have one more slot, so you can take it to Claude if you want.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to. So here is my, and here's the only problem with this, is, if I'm thinking like I wanted to pull somebody from the anime just for fun,
Yeah.
And granted, this may not be the right choice. So we can talk about it, but when I think of the anime and the characters, my mind goes to all of the contests.
I
Okay.
was thinking this actually.
Ooh.
Okay, we're on the same trip. Okay, keep going. Is it Harley?
So, and mine wasn't Harley, but it could be. That was one of the ones I brought up. My first thought was Robert, who won the first one.
Mm,
The very first contest they did in Slateport or whatever, or not the slap. He won like the big one
Yes.
Mhm.
back
with
in,
the melodic
back in
yes.
melodic and
yeah.
the Cladle, I think is what he had. But like, and granted, we're kind of double dipping, but like maybe we do go to something like Harley, who was a rival of May's, and after failing so often, comes and decides, you know what, I'm gonna become a gym leader over here, and
With a
like, you see
Cacturn.
Cacturn, Banette, Ariados Octillery, Wigglytuff, and who knows what other Pokemon he could have, gotten along the way. But
Yes. Wigglytuff.
it's an
Octillery.
idea. It's an idea. It's not the best idea. I did not know he was voiced by Andrew Rannells. Wow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I like
I forgot
Harley
who-
just because Harley's a goofy character. It's Mirror B
Yes.
energy, and I'm okay with it.
In my mind, he gives me Brassius energy
Mm.
from Scarlet
Yeah.
Violet a little bit.
Mhm. I agree with that.
And granted, there's still a lot of different characters like I could pick from and pull. All my Coliseum XD Gale of Darkness friends, but and we still will need an Elite Four, a champion, and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
but
there's plenty of other people
I-
to go for, I think.
The champion is just Tobias, and he just has a dark eye.
Before we go
I
too
don't
far,
hate that either.
in case there are artists that want to help us out and help design the PuCL region, I would like to propose that it's shaped like the state of Ohio.
I love it. I love it.
I would like to propose it's shaped like the state
Welcome
of Ohio.
to the Skibbity region.
It's still the PuCL region.
And that's where we lost all of them.
Just
like that, they're all gone.
Nobody's
We never
listening.
saw them
There's a
ever.
drop off on the YouTube right when you said that, Seth.
You're
People have
welcome.
clicked away from the video.
And this is where, and our professor will be Professor Zook from XD Gale of Darkness.
No,
He's just a bully.
I have some ideas for that, but that's for another episode, I think.
So do
Yeah,
I.
I think we're in a good place.
So
We
the gym
figured it out.
leaders I have written down right now are we've got Harley, we've got Marcus from the Jewel of Life. What a cut. Wally, because Wally's just a good one. Win Straight family, Jim. The Sada / Turo. We've got Keo, the gym leader from Saffron City, who got disenfranchised by Sabrina. Mir B, because why not? And then Ucene.
I love it. I love it. That's a good
I
list.
love it. I love it. This is a good list. I am a big fan of this.
It's really funny.
And I'm okay with it. Of course, if you have better ideas for what, you know what we should do is next episode, as the mailbag question, we'll ask who you think should be a gym leader in the PuCL universe, and we should allow them a chance to upset our list.
Okay.
I think that's
while
a
we
great
design
idea.
it. I think we should.
So
But what I'll
when
do
you
is I'm
come back-
gonna float all of the suggestions into our like internal chat.
Yeah.
Not just between the three of us, but between all of staff, and we can all vote on it.
This is a good idea.
And
This is
then
really
we can like read 3 of the emails that had like the ones that upset us.
And to go off of that,
Yeah,
I think you should announce any changes the next time you bring this up.
absolutely,
'Cause we may-
absolutely.
This
We
may
will.
not. This
We
may
will.
not be a next.
Delightful.
This may not be the next week. It
No,
may
this
the
won't be
week
next
after,
week.
Or like
It might be like
Yeah.
once a month. It might be like once a month or something.
Yeah.
But yes.
once a month as we design the PuCL region type thing,
Mhm.
and we'll just go through it because it's silly, it's fun, but it's interesting. And
It
like,
is- it-
we can
this is a
flesh
fun
out whole lot more.
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
Because you're
Well, guys.
remembering different pieces and things, but yeah.
Well, for those of you at home, email us at puclpodcast@gmail.com and let us know which characters that weren't already gym leaders or have a job should be gym leaders in the PuCL region. Let us know at puclpodcast@gmail.com. That is going to be our topic today. We are going to go ahead and kick things on over to our Pokey Opinion. Welcome to PuCL's Pokey Opinion. This is actually brought to you by Loondog on the Discord server today. And their question was, what shiny Pokemon missed the mark and what colors would you use to redeem it? And I feel like
all the
there's
green.
yeah, all the
the
green,
green.
all the
All the
green and
green.
all the pink, right? I think the one that I would probably point out that I think is a shame that's a problem is Garchomp. Like I think Garchomp was done dirty because you can't even tell the difference between shiny Garchomp and regular Garchomp.
So
Mhm.
And
I think for the sake of this question, in this opinion, we
Yeah.
should not choose any of the ones that are like a slight shade different.
really, why? I think like that's an obvious
Because
answer.
those
but,
are
like,
obvious. We want to
Because
see
that's
one
not-
that they designed and screwed up.
Exactly. Like I think we should go that route more than we should go there's a slight change and that sucks and we should have done something
okay. Then an Apom because I think
That's
Apoms is
fine.
disgusting. Like
Bombs is disgusting.
I don't like
Okay,
Apom
There we
shiny.
go.
Fair. Okay.
Like when I think of like a bad shiny on a Pokemon that I wish had a good shiny, it's Apom. Because like it goes from
Okay.
purple to pink. And one, there's just too many pink shiny Pokemon. And two, to be fair, back in Sprite days, it was probably fine because like most of the Pokemon, like sprites had better colors than like the 3D models do. And a lot of them didn't transfer well. And I think Apom is definitely a culprit of that.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think like going from purple to teal would be more appealing than going from like purple to pink.
Okay.
I would really like to see just like the purple parts become teal, and it's just a much starker difference because it's actually even hard to see like the shiny. It's like it's just different enough that you can tell the difference in like Pokemon Legends Arceus. but it's not super obvious. And I
So-
would love to see the teal. I would love to see teal Apom.
I have one that really bothers me, and
Okay.
that's Tranquil.
Tranquil. Ooh.
Normal Tranquil is like this gray, black. It's fine, and then shiny is just green, and it's like varying shades of green. Like
Spell tranquil.
I think that's here. I'll put it in.
No, I got it. I got it.
Yuck.
It goes from a normal color
Whoa!
to this like weird
What happened?
neon-esque green.
Looks like
It's
a
like-
parrot. It looks like a
it look-
squawkabilly.
It literally looks like somebody accidentally spilled green paint on it, or like your screen's broken.
Yeah.
It looks like your screen's broken.
And granted, there's like they do this green error a lot. Like I think of Ursa Ring is just goes from normal
Yeah.
to like neon green.
Yeah, this is
Espeon goes to a weird
worse.
neon
This
green.
is worse though. This is worse.
This is
than
so
both
much
those.
worse. And I hate it.
Why? Wait. Is
much.
it just Tranquil like this? Is Unpheasant like this too?
I don't think so. I think it's just
No,
Tranquil.
it's not. Unpheasant looks great.
Maybe there's something with quails? I don't know.
Why are you green?
Yeah,
Wait,
Unpheasant-
Pidove. What are you like, Pidove?
normal. It's like a
Pidove's
slight shade
fine.
difference.
Pidove's fine. It's like it's
just
oh my
Tranquil,
gosh.
and it's the middle of a line.
What the
What?
heck?
What is this? What happened? This was
That's why this is a
intentional.
mistake.
This was-
Exactly.
They decided to do this. Somebody.
It feels like, and this is my hot take on why I think this
I
happened.
have never seen this
oh,
before in
no
my
one
life,
likes-
Claude. I've never seen this
No-
before. How have
no
I
one
never
likes
seen this?
Tranquil. No one will ever care about Tranquil. Oh, we screwed up. No one's gonna notice.
Mm-hmm.
I
Somebody-
think they keyed in the wrong shiny color, like in the code,
They
and
had
suddenly
to
it's
have.
off.
They had
And
to
they're
have.
like, let's not fix it. We don't care. No one's gonna care about shiny Tranquil.
like,
They're only
it
care
just
about
turns
shiny
like-
Unpheasant.
It just turns into
Horrible.
like a neon green. This is insane.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And like Pidove is just like my wings are blue now, and then Unpheasant's like
Yep.
the rest of my body is slightly different colors, and it's really nice. And then Tranquil's just like I'm green.
Wait.
Man,
Okay.
That is
Okay.
my
I
got
hot
one.
take on
no,
one
that's a
really
good
bad.
soapbox. That's a
That's a
good
very good one.
soapbox. Yeah.
Thank you.
What, you got something, Seth?
I've got one that's just a missed opportunity to do something
Okay.
cool and reflect something cool in nature.
Okay.
You see these every now and again pop up where, you know, someone's on a fishing boat or something like that, and they're doing lobster trawling, and they pull up, you know, a sapphire blue lobster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are incredibly rare. They're a weird one that just
Yeah, they're
just
shiny lobsters.
decides
They're
to
real
be
life
blue.
shiny
They're-
lobsters.
And yet, Crawdont is just orange.
Yeah.
I
Crawdont
think it would have
shiny
been cool to have
is
some
bad.
kind of crustacean Pokemon be that sapphire blue. And I did a quick look, and I don't think any of them.
No, what they
are.
did is they did it the backwards version for Clauncher.
Yeah,
Yes.
Clauncher's backwards.
yeah.
Which I think is a mistake as well, but that's a different story. I like it. I think it's too far.
I think it would have been cool to have a shiny lobster Pokemon, which is arguably Crawdont. I know it's a crawfish, but you know, close enough. But
Mhm.
have a shiny lobster be that blue lobster that you see like 1 in a million.
Yeah,
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I mean, it is just like orange instead of red, and I don't like
Yeah.
it. And purple
It just looks
lipstick.
faded.
I don't like it.
Looks like it was left in the sun too long.
Crawdont's not real mouth bothers me. So,
Right? Both of them. Both of it's
Both
not
of
real
them.
mouths.
Both of them.
Like there's the
just
blue
bother me.
line that I thought was the mouth for a long time, and then
Yeah,
there was the
not.
teeth
It's
underneath
not.
that I thought looked like a
Yeah.
weird like dad mustache. Paul Selleck
Like-
mustache. John Selleck? Whatever.
I like Crawdont
Tom.
like as a Pokemon in like typing and abilities and stuff like that, but design wise, it just
Gosh,
bothers
is it
me.
ugly to look at?
Yeah, it just bothers me.
Yeah.
I like poor Crawdont. You bother me on so many levels.
Yeah. Why does it have 3 entirely different leg types? Why is it Silvally?
What is happening? What is happening? That's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one.
I think that's
Uh,
our Puckle opinion.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
our Poke opinion. I would love to hear what everybody at home has to say about that. Like, what Pokemon do you think should have gotten a better shiny? Let us know what they are and how'd you fix it. But with that, we are going to go ahead and we're going to kick it on over to our mailbag. welcome to our mailbag. The mailbag is the part of the show where you send us emails at puclpodcast@gmail.com, and we might read them on the show. Last week, we asked you guys what your favorite Pokemon crossovers might be. But before we get into that, anybody who sends a cool email that we really like, you can get a Green Tauros badge, which means you get exclusive access to a Discord server where we just kind of just say hooves a lot.
Hooves.
And yeah, because this is brought to you by the fictional energy drink, Green Tauros, the energy drink that gives you hooves. Hooves. Okay, moving on.
We did it.
Our first email this week is going to be from Unovian. And Claude's got this one.
Yes. Hello, Puckle crew. Trainer Unovian here, riding on a train. Writing is hard, and being coherent is hard. But when I heard you guys mention the idea of not just crossovers, but how cool Pokemon games in different genres could be, I knew I had to open my email inbox and hammer out some words. You see, when I saw the first few seconds of the Pokemon Legends Z8 trailer a year ago, and all the architectural drawings and holograms coming out, I seriously thought we were going to get a sort of city builder game in Pokemon World. Although that wasn't what we got. How cool would that have been? Not only do you have to make your own citizens happy, but your city operating smoothly for your human citizens, but said human citizens coexist with all sorts of Pokemon. Domestic Pokemon, wild Pokemon, weak Pokemon, powerful Pokemon, even sometimes legendary Pokemon. How do you make sure your city's infrastructure survives the presence of Pokemon that can tunnel through the earth, eat electricity, and sometimes even alter reality itself? That's funny.
Yeah.
How can you make sure your city raises the best gym leaders, and that gym leaders gym in turns and attracts the best trainers and the most tourism? That's actually a great question.
I wish the games like focused on that aspect in general more, about how like Sword and Shield like almost did it, where it's just like, yeah, if you're a gym leader this cycle, it's really good for you. And I wish that the games would be like, they'd put more focus on like the gym leader being a bigger deal to like the local economy or something. I don't know. We're becoming adults now, so I love more complex things like this.
What does a fire department look like when every other house has a fire-breathing animal in it? Squirtles. We already know that. Where do you put your Pokemon Center, your trainer school, your gym, your game corner? How do you deal with crime from the latest and upcoming team with a capital T and their gangs, cults, and a bunch of young hooligans?
Team with a capital T. That's really funny. That's a cut right there that not a lot of people would understand.
This could be a real interesting take on focusing on people and Pokemon together themes the Pokemon Company really likes, with a unique spin that's full world building and strategy at the same time, almost like the topic we talked about today.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. Why not also guide the developments of the entire Pokemon region? A civilization-like game in the Pokemon world where you can reenact famous events from history, like the Hisui event or Paldea's Age of Exploration. Employ Pokemon as armies, and
they almost had that with
like
Conquest. Conquest was very
almost
close.
Very close. All right. Of course, that's pretty broad scope to run a whole region, and that's why I think it might be more possible and more on brand. At least of a city town builder game set in the Pokemon world. That's been my 2 cents. See you on the flip flop. Signing off, Trainer Unovian.
Thank you.
That's great. Oh, P.S. Also, thank goodness y'all at least mentioned the Pokemon Voltage Vocaloid crossover. But its importance cannot be understated. Unexpected crossover between two of Japanese biggest media phenomenons, Vocaloid and Pokemon. That has been that's been chock full of amazing Miku art and a full album of incredible songs. Full of hype, perfect for daydreaming about the Pokemon world. This is huge. I may be biased as a Vocaloid fan as well, but still, a crossover for it to happen out of nowhere, huge. Thank you.
It is. Thanks. Thanks for that, Unovian.
Yes.
All right.
I hate to say,
continue,
I feel like we answered a lot of the, we talked
we
about
did.
a lot of this
actually
stuff.
unintentionally with the topic today, we did answer a lot of that.
Did not realize that. But that's okay.
All right. Sorry, my cat was playing with the thing. All right. Our next email is gonna be from Squid. I will let you get into this one, Seth. Actually, this one I just saw it and I'm just like, yeah, Seth is good for this one. So
Yeah, probably. All right. Hey guys, I know this wasn't a top 5 episode, but that's how the list shaped up. So get comfortable, Puckle. This is going to be a long one. Number 5, Jet Set Radio / Go-Go Hypergrind / Thug 2.
I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, I'm curious. Growing up in the early 2000s, there was nothing cooler than skateboards and graffiti, and I believe I still firmly hold on to today. We have fast Pokemon, we have artist Pokemon, we have battling Pokemon. Why not throw them into one skating battle sim? I want to skate around town as a Smeargle, tagging walls and outrunning the police. That's funny.
Okay.
I don't hate this. Like, I thought I was gonna hate this a lot more than I do, but I don't.
No.
And just call it what's the one with the squid ink?
Splatoon.
Splatoon crossover.
Hey, let's just do Splatoon too.
But Pokemon.
But Pokemon. It'd be Splatoon 4 now.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Number 4, Fatal Frame. I love a good horror game, and it just so happens we have all the components to remake one of my favorites in the Pokemon world. We have the creepy lore, numerous haunted mansions, and a whole game about taking pictures of Pokemon. It's right there, Nintendo, you cowards. I love
Yeah,
that.
you cowards.
Number 3, Parappa the Rappa / Donkey Konga.
Parappa the Rappa.
Parappa the Rappa was a wonderful game.
It
That
was.
makes me
Okay.
very happy.
Sound is... Oh, go ahead.
Game. It was like a classic like rap rhythm game. It was super fun.
Mhm.
Huh. Okay. They continue. Sound and music is such a common theme in Pokemon that it has become an official-unofficial typing. Let me rap with a Scrafty or play drums with a Rillaboom. Anything rhythm-based would be amazing.
Guitar
This is
Hero,
why you
but
gave-
with Toxtricity.
Guitar Hero talks, yes.
Yes. Now, the next one's why it's perfect.
The next
for
one's
you,
why you
but-
gave me this one. Number 2, Brandon Sanderson novels.
Oh my god.
It's not just video games either. It wouldn't be a squid email without me getting needlessly sappy about Pokemon. As such, I have fond memories of reading the well-worn novelizations of old Pokemon episodes in the school library.
I actually remember
worked.
those. I do
Yeah.
remember those.
It worked then, it can work now, and I just have to be I just have
Indeedy.
to the author to, and I have just the author to do it. Look at Sanderson's main works. A human forms a bond with an otherworldly powerful being, unlocking new powers for them both. Is
Okay,
that a
that's-
Radiant
that's-
or a
that's only-
Pokemon trainer?
It's only one set of the novels, to be fair. It's only one set of the novels.
Yeah, but I mean, also, what about the eternal unaging heroes? Did I describe a Herald or Ash? I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's just one set of the novels, okay?
I love
there's
it.
other novels where they don't make best friends
we can-
with ghosts.
We
It's
can
fine.
just say it's the Stormlight Archive specifically. Fine.
Okay,
Go for
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Cosmere has a lot of things, okay?
Amuna could be a Sion. Like, there's ways. And number 1, Planet Earth. Number 1 is an easy slam dunk. I want a nature documentary following Pokemon in their natural habitats. We have 30 years of this world being crafted, and have only scratched the surface of it. Honorable mention to Scavenger's Reign. It could fit in this category as well. Anyway, those are my ideas for crossovers. Let me know what you think. Cheers, Squid.
Seth wants all of them to happen.
I kind of do. They're kind of fun.
All right, we've got one more today, and it is from The Real EV. Hello, Puckle community. I've been thinking about potential Pokemon crossovers, and I'd love to share some ideas, both wild and realistic. On the wilder side, a Pokemon and Digimon crossover could be huge. That would be so funny and like full circle,
Mhm.
actually. The fanboy base for both franchises would go crazy, and the merchandising potential would be enormous. Pikachu shaking hands with a Agumon? Come on. Although I would know this most likely would never happen. I'd also love to see Pokemon team up with Western comics. Imagine Spider-Man swinging alongside Spider Pokemon, or Superman soaring with Dragonite. The possibilities for hero-villain team-ups would be endless and tons of fun. They have crossed over with Power Rangers before, so not Pokemon, but like DC has, which is a lot of fun. But On a more realistic note, I agree with last week's discussion about a Pokemon life sim game, a Pokemon concierge game where you solve problems, engage in occasional battles, and enjoy island life with your partner Pokemon. Sounds amazing. That kind of game is also not that far off of like Detective Pikachu, actually.
Mhm.
Like it's pretty close. So they could
Yeah.
do it. They could do it.
They could. They very easily could.
They could. Thanks for reading my email. Appreciate the community, whether on the podcast or Discord. Signing off, the real Eevee. Well, thank you for that, guys. Is there anybody you think deserves the green Tauros badge today, guys? Anybody you feeling?
I mean,
That
I like
Tranquil
Squid.
is just staring me in the face.
Yeah.
Tranquil.
Yeah.
I like the
that
Squid for the
Tranquil's staring me
Brandon
in the face.
Sanderson
Yeah.
reference.
Let's do it. Squid, you
Yeah.
get the green Tauros badge if you don't already have it. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead
You
with
have
that.
entertained me.
You have, if you have not attained the rank of master, we now grant it to you. But with that, this has been the Puckle Podcast. We're going to go ahead and do our little sign off. If you want to email us next week, please do at puclpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what NPCs you would like to see as gym leaders in the Puckle region, which is definitely shaped like Ohio. One of the gyms does have to be an ice cream place, mostly modeled after graders. And
No.
Yeah.
This is the Puckle region. It's not Ohio.
Okay. Well, there's just a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, okay, somewhere in it.
Sure.
Maybe-
Just for you, there can be that.
Yeah. Toxtricity statues, everything. It's going to be all there. But yeah, you can email us at puclpodcast@gmail.com. Of course, you can always follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, Discord. Facebook, Instagram, Discord. Sure, we'll include Discord again. Twitter and Blue Sky. And you can always go over to our Twitch at twitch.tv/thepucklepodcast, or our YouTube channel at youtube.com/pucklepodcast. And that's where we stream every Wednesday. At least I do right now. And we're doing a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke right now, so it's a lot of fun. And then of course, if you want to help support the show, you can do so just by listening, or you could go to our Patreon at patreon.com/pucklepodcast. I think we got a new t-shirt coming up too. If you're at the
Ooh.
$20 tier, it's actually, it comes out in June just for the $20 patrons. It's got the Puckle Love Ball on it, just in time for June for
Ooh, I might
Pride Month.
need to grab that.
Yeah. I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to end up having a Puckle store in like the next few months, so people can buy things like that year round. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it, because Thatch does not like holding inventory in his house. Thatch is very bad at like ordering things himself and sending them out, so I do not want to do that. But yes, that is going to be it for this month's. That's going to be it for this part of the show, though. You can, of course, listen next week. So I have been Trainer Thatch.
I've been Seth Vilo.
And I have been Clod9.
And with that, it's closing time in the Lavender Town Radio Tower.